Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a...
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Trubisky. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. After the turnover, here's Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Second down and goal. Murray is going to get this one out to his fullback. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Adams the man in motion right. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Murray now on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Murray. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And it's complete to Adams. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Murray now to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray. Trying to hit, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray sets to throw on fourth. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's another Lions.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working powerfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Play fake. Murray. He shakes him off. Flush to his right. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard. Murray toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play.
Murray on the sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Raheem Mostert. That's career touchdown number 131. And it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Denver.
Now Trubisky on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray going to throw. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Murray. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
On the return, here's Agnew. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Adams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, it's Trubisky. The left side throw complete to Adams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Trubisky will throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Davante Adams, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a game of 20. First down, Denver.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
That catch pulls him level all time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Detroit, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Denver,